Exhibiting hostile behavior towards someone based on their race, their age, their religion, their gender, or other sources of their identity is against the law. Exhibiting harmful behavior, hostile behavior towards someone for no reason or any reason but their identity is what we call workplace bullying. And while it may not be illegal, it certainly does create a problem in the workplace. It creates an atmosphere of fear, and it erodes trust and teamwork. Bullying can take a lot of different forms, but in general, we're talking about repeated behavior that's targeted towards someone and is harmful. There are 5 pillars of workplace bullying, different kinds of behavior that each alone or in any combination constitute workplace bullying. The first is physical intimidation. Getting into someone's face or space. This could be blocking somebody's egress after a difficult conversation. It could be waving a finger in somebody's face. And it involves moving into and monopolizing somebody's body space. Verbal abuse includes yelling or screaming, hurling profanity at somebody, mocking somebody, threatening somebody, calling somebody names. Psychological abuse involves scaring someone or gaslighting them. Gaslighting is when somebody causes somebody to doubt their own sanity or to doubt their own mental health. This could be a situation in which somebody behaves in a very threatening and hostile way towards someone. And when the person later says, "You frightened me before," the person might say, "I don't know what you're talking about. I never did that," causing the person to doubt their own recollection. Psychological abuse can also involve humiliating somebody, maybe by sharing information that was shared in confidence with them, or by criticizing somebody brutally in front of other people. Sabotage of work also takes many forms. It can involve failing to give somebody the tools or materials needed to do the job correctly so that they can then be scolded for failing to do it or even disciplined. It can involve actually messing with somebody's work. I recently did an investigation in which 2 probationary employees were on a highway crew. They were responsible for rewiring traffic signals, and they were supposed to be mentored in doing that. However, in order to sabotage these 2 probationary employees, every time the employees did a repair, somebody else would rip the repair apart and then take a photo and send it to the supervisor as evidence, they said, that these people were incompetent. That was extreme sabotage of work. Sabotage of work can also include giving people intentionally wrong instructions about how to do something. And finally, social media harassment. Because everybody has devices in their pockets at all times, it is very easy for workplace hostility to carry over into social media, either by posting on specific social media sites with derogatory or negative content about somebody, or we use the term social media harassment to include the conveyance of harassing communication through text or through other forms of digital conveyance. When these things happen in any combination, they have a cumulative and corrosive effect. One act of bullying may not cause somebody to feel they can't do their job, but because this is repeated behavior, it accumulates over time and leads to somebody either feeling that they can't even show up at work, or when they come to work, that they're in so much fear or faced in a situation where they have to do so much to avoid the bullying that their performance is affected. When that happens, we call it workplace bullying. I want to point out that bullying can take 2 specific forms. One is loud bullying. This is the bully who yells and screams or throws things, who curses at people, who slams doors or slams drawers. We know these bullies, and in general, they tend to be pretty indiscriminate. They bully a whole bunch of people at once. There's also another kind of bully, what we call the quiet bully. This is the bully who never raises their voice, but may do things like spread false rumors about someone or intimidate people into being unwilling to work with someone, saying don't cooperate with them or don't help them. They may even encourage their colleagues to report someone for imagined infractions. They may sabotage that person one-on-one. And what's most telling about this is that these quiet bullies only bully one person at a time. So that when that person turns to their coworkers and says, are they doing this to you? The coworkers are like, I don't know what you're talking about. They're perfectly decent to me. And if you're the only one experiencing this subtle but ongoing behavior, it can destabilize you really fast and make you feel as though you're never safe in the workplace. Bullying of either kind has a corrosive effect on the workplace. It creates fear, it erodes trust, and it erodes teamwork. The final thing I want you to know about bullying is it need not be just one person. Human beings can do what we call mobbing up. One person starts bullying, other people see it and they join in. And this is based on human nature. We tend to want to be on the good side of somebody, and we like the construction of an us and a them. And so people join in without really thinking about the consequence. And the more people join in, the more they feel good about the bond they're building, bullying someone else. The problem with group bullying or mob bullying is when it's discovered, when it's investigated, and when we find that it has been occurring in a work site. In general, everyone who's engaged in the behavior, not just the ringleader, end up facing consequences for it.